everywhere, ass everywhere. Yeah. Bounce when she walk, bounce when she walk, bounce when she walk, it bounce when she walk. Ass everywhere, she shaking ass everywhere. It clap when she walk, clap when she walk, it clap when she walk, clap when she walk.
All right, what's the deal, y'all? Y'all here with the Interview podcast, and we got a special guest here. We got my boy, OHBOYPRINCE, and you know we're here with
your girl Lainey B with B Variety. You already know the vibes.
I think they know the vibes when we collab, when we link up. We already told him it's always good vibes, always great energy, and you always get the best content. So you about to experience some great history. We at CAU, Clark, Atlanta. You know, the #1 HBCU, CCCC.
A.
You.
CAU.
Yeah, so we here, we vibing. Did you ever come out to HBCUs though, like, you know, around the college days, like, you know, around that age?
I didn't go to college, but when I had my first single that blew up, Stanky Leg, I was traveling to all the colleges during that time though, performing and what's not.
Okay.
Stanky, like, so I don't think y'all realize, like, OHBOYPRINCE, like, he's blowing up on TikTok right now, but this man, we grew up listening to this man, y'all.
I was 9 years old.
Stanky Leg. We was hearing Stanky Leg in the gyms in elementary school. Like, talk to us about that, like, leaving the group and becoming your own, like, person and your own artist.
It was a little challenge at first because I was used to putting situations together because I was the one that kind of put the group together. So when I went solo, it was like, okay, it's not me having other people around all the time on stage with me or singing my parts and all that. It's like I'm dolo, so it was a little challenge at first, but I figured it out.
Okay, so what was the making like of Stanky Leg? Like, talk to us about that process. I don't think people know what happened in the studio that day. How did the song come about? How did y'all come up with Stanky Leg, a whole dance?
Man, it just came about like the beat was playing over and over and over. I had the beat for a minute and I didn't know what the hell to say to it, so I pulled up to Southside's crib and his mom was making us food and whatnot, and the beat kept playing, I won't say for like 5-6 hours back to back. We just didn't know what to say to it.
It was hard though. And
we were just trying to figure it out because it was like Soulja Boy got cranked at, then you got the yank, and then you got people doing everything with the hands, so we was like, man, we need to do something with the legs. And he was like, and I was like, hold on, that's it. He was like, what, this? And I said, oh, that's hard. And I was like, what we gonna call it? He's like, look, Stanky, let's call it Stanky Leg. And that was it.
That's insane.
It went viral from there.
Wow.
Literally, viral. That's back when viral wasn't no algorithm. It wasn't like you had to post this every single day and do that. It was just,
if it was a hit,
MySpace.
it was gonna be a hit.
Facts.
Yeah, if it was a hit, it was gonna be a hit, for real.
Exactly. So now that you've had the best of both worlds, like he said, so since there is an algorithm now, how have you changed and maneuvered to fit the growing world of social media and how things really become popular?
So like during that time, it was more like everybody wasn't used to having a phone in their face all the time. You know, we had dial-up.
Yeah.
You know what
I'm not even too familiar with dial-up. I can't cap. I'm not.
So like, now that we got our phones in our face, like the kids is like, everybody that's the younger generation is gonna be crazy. Just imagine how much the phone be in their face. So that's really what the new generation is coming into. So if you want to keep up with that, that's what you got to do. So I was like, okay, bet. Everything right now is TikTok. I can't run away from TikTok. I need to get on there. And when I seen other artists blowing up on TikTok, I was like, okay, let me jump into that. So my first record on there that did numbers was Round Rock. It was a song called One Leg In, One Leg Out.
Everybody hear the songs, like you hear the song.
Once I noticed that it was moving on there, I started looking at the TikTok world like the radio world. Like different influencers got millions of followers, just like radio stations got, or DJs got millions of followers. So if I tap into fans over and over and over, just like a radio plays a song over and over and over, you're gonna know it. So I was like, okay, bet. I figured out what I need to do.
Definitely. And TikTok is so crazy, like you said, those fans, I don't even know where they come from. Like, it be, this video just get 100,000 in 2 seconds. Like, who is watching this? Who are all these people? But
just imagine how many people swipe.
Exactly.
Maybe your video is just that next swipe. over 200,000 people swiping one time seeing your video.
Every second, like kids,
it
like
happens.
Man, kids now can't put their phones down
At all.
But for something like that, they can't put their phones down. They come across your challenge, they do the dance. Oh, what's that? I seen on your page. People was at a baseball game in the uniform doing the challenge. Like, how did that make you feel?
Man, it feel good. I ain't gonna cap to you, it just feel good. Seeing that, just still being able to be here. I went through seeing that happen when I was with a major. I'm seeing that happen without a major deal right now.
Literally.
Independent. So it's just the world is just holding it and embracing it right now. So it's lit. It's lit. I'm ready to see what's more. It's only 2 months old, bro.
Could've fooled me.
You got the whole summer. The summer finna go up.
Yeah. Interview, they said the same thing. Like, bro, you got the summer, facts.
Yeah.
For shit show.
Crazy content, all that.
Like, speaking of independent, because I know, like, Brent Fayez, he's really starting his thing now with being independent. Like, how do I want to word this? Why do you want to stay independent? How important is that for you to own your own things and do things on your own time and not because somebody tells you, oh, you have to put this out, it has to sound like this, that, and the third?
I ain't gonna cap. If the right major situation come and it sound right and they ready to move, then we could talk. But right now, you know, if it's happening organically, you can't pay for that.
You can't.
I know people that done spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to try to get the numbers that I got right now, and it don't happen. So the world is embracing it from here to Dubai. I seen somebody on Dubai on a boat doing it. You feel me? Like, for real. So it's dope.
And you have your own label, correct? So what do you look for when it comes to scouting artists and finding artists?
That's a good question.
You gotta be hungry. You feel me? Like, how y'all doing what you're doing now is like, okay, we gotta have an interview rolling this week. We gotta, because if y'all don't put up no content, ain't nobody come to your YouTube page. Literally. So it's the same thing like with me doing this music and having the influences is like, I wanna see them coming like, okay, are you active on the internet? Because that's what, my little cousin can't be more active than you, because I'm seeing her catch followers. You gotta be just as groovy as she is on the internet. I gotta get just as groovy as she is on the internet, because if you got influencers right now with no music, no nothing, they just famous with no followers. I mean, with no music, nothing. They just who they are on TikTok, and people just go to their page and look at them.
And thousands of dollars every day.
So I gotta be able to get into that world, just not music. I gotta be that type of person as well, because that's what the game is turning into. In due time, in the next 5-10 years, is other than you somebody or you a nobody.
Literally. And I started to notice too, like you said, this game is getting more personable. Like, they really, sometimes they feel like they know the artist. They like, oh, I can hit up Prince. They feel like they really know you when you drop. So how close are you with your fans though?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. So with me having C4S, I got a couple influencers that got 2 million followers, 1 million followers, 800,000 followers. I only got 149,000. So just imagine with you having a big crazy record with those type of numbers, and they never had that type of record, but just dancing on TikTok give them that following. But with me being on their pages, I'm like, their fans is, hey, you the one that be on so-and-so, or you the one with that song. So they noticing me more by being on their pages, and that's why I tell you, it's like I'm on their TV station when I get on their TikTok.
Using their platform.
Smart.
You feel me?
You gotta use your friends. You gotta, they gotta use us. They gotta come get on here so they can, be on the hottest podcast out.
Hottest podcast.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
So you a family man?
Yeah.
You have a son?
Yeah.
How is that? Like, how old is he?
He's 3.
Oh, so he's like on TikTok like, that's daddy, little
Yeah.
Nah, facts.
He
It's
be hitting the
dope.
dance and everything too, don't he?
He tries to. I be trying to tone it down. He be turned up though. He be turned up. I don't want him getting into trouble in school. They telling me I need to make a bop version for him. You know what I'm saying? A kid version. Because there's a lot of kids turning up to it too. Like, we got over like 5 million videos on TikTok right now. It's going crazy.
It's a blessing.
For real.
Yeah.
Imagine if Stanky Leg came out right now. Hey. Hey.
You hear what he just said? What?
Hey.
He repeated one more time.
I said,
He's
just
talking to my
imagine.
bodyguard right now. Say one more time.
I said, literally, just imagine if Stanky Leg came out right now.
Crazy. Crazy.
We've been having this argument all day.
Like, that's how the day started. We was talking about stanky leg and bounce when she walk, and he said the same thing.
Yeah.
We just did another interview that people were saying the same thing, and y'all just now said the same thing. Hey,
It's wild.
y'all stay tuned, man. I mean, a lot of blessings is on the way.
Hey, he said remix. Hey,
Remix.
the Stanky Leg remix. Hey, are they getting that? That would be crazy. That would be
Talked
crazy.
about it. We talked about it as a group, but you know, it just, that's what happens when you don't own your masters. So it just depends. We'll have to try to change the beat, say it a different way. I really don't want to do all that. So we might wait until we get back our masters, and then, you know, we can own everything after that. We'll be able to make all the royalties once we own it. So y'all probably see that when it happens, when we finally own that record. But everything else, Bounce When She Walk, y'all gonna hear more of that.
I want to go back to you being a family man, because I'm family oriented myself. So how does that work with your son? Because you're from Dallas, correct?
I was born in Brooklyn, New
Yes.
York, and then I moved to Arlington, that's next to Dallas.
Yes.
But you gotta have a system, you know what I'm saying? So I got a mom that loves him like crazy. My girl, she got a mom that loves her grandson like crazy. So whenever we got stuff going on, they understand what it is, because this is our job.
Exactly.
So whenever I need that, they look out, and you know, vice versa. We gotta look out too, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a system. But it's a beautiful thing. It's a blessing to have a system, because I know a lot of people that don't have a system.
And there's men out here that do music and don't take care of their kids. He's not one of them. Hello.
Okay.
Come on.
For real.
Come on.
Well, since you know, everything pretty much going up right now.
Right.
How has working with artists been? Like, people been asking for features, collabs. Let me hop on the remix. What's your price for this? How do you go about pricing this now that, you know, the price went up?
Yeah. It just gotta make sense. Whoever's trying to jump on it, if it's gonna be able to give it a bigger push, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you look up and see Boy Prince featuring Cardi B, you know what time it is.
Yeah.
Or Carisha or City Girls or something like that, Glorilla. Like, y'all
They
know.
gonna see this. Y'all go, hey, Cardi B, come on.
Yeah.
You feel me? Come on.
You know how she get, that's some real.
You feel me? Like
Yeah.
that.
That is a very much a Cardi track. Bounce When She Walk.
That's it.
Yeah, I can hear her. I can hear her on there already.
I can hear you. For sure I can.
Come on now.
So I did want to talk too about the master situation. So now it's a lot of people trying to rap, trying to sing, trying to be in the industry.
Right.
And they don't know about the masters. As you could say, you at one point maybe didn't know about the masters and the importance of it.
Right.
So what's the masters process like? Owning your masters, and then or getting your masters back.
It just depends what you sign when you give up your masters. Once you create a record and you own that record, is yours. But like, if you sit here and say, hey Prince, I want to sign you, I want to do something with that record, and in the agreement you can sit here and say, I own your record for a lifetime, or I own your record for 20 years.
And folks not reading that.
They just want that upfront money, and that'll be it.
A lot of people never had none though. They hear the million. Once they hear a million, they think, oh, I'm a million, I'm good for life.
I need that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that million could be gone. Once you spend $1, you're not a millionaire no more. Spend $1.
At all. So we've been talking about like finding who you are as an artist. What made you go into the avenue? I don't want to call it party hip hop, but you know, like we have house and we have rage and we have people that sound like Uzi. We have people that make inspirational rap like Kendrick and J. Cole. Where did you really find your avenue and say, okay, like I just want to make music for people to feel good and like dance and turn up and have a good time?
vibe.
Yeah.
So like in the DFW area, like our clubs like party music, so that's where you had Ricky Bobby, Party Boys, Flex, Dougie. You know what I'm saying? So it's a boogie city that we in. So as long as you throwing those type of records out during that time, it's like they gonna play it. So I have other records, R&B, real life ones, but they not gonna play that in the club over there. So you give them one of them ones they could fall in and they could do their 1-2 to it, it's over. So I just did what was working. But you know, that's normally when you listen to like people albums, like for instance, we just use Lil Jon. Lil Jon had turned up music, but he still had Lovers and Friends on there.
Lil Jon always was turned up though. He was always turned up.
But he still had
That one though.
he still had his different, you know what I'm saying, genres that he played with.
Yeah.
So in the studio, do you try to get in those different genres or?
Yeah, I got a lot of that. I had a song that did over maybe 300K called "Can I Show You Love." I had a couple other R&B songs that did some crazy numbers. So, but the dance ones is just always easier to promote. But I ain't gonna lie, me and my team was talking the other day, and they was playing Tootsie, the favorite song.
Yeah, the favorite love song.
So I never heard it really, and I finally listened to it, and I was like, how did y'all hear it? Because I'm thinking the radio, something was just like TikTok.
Literally.
So when that happened, I was like, okay, maybe I need to try doing what I do with my, and do it with that and see what it'll do.
It's sauce for real. It's free sauce.
Y'all, stay tuned, man. Stay tuned.
So what's your perfect studio vibe then? Like, you like people around, you like girls in the studio, you like drinks, what is it? What's your perfect studio vibe?
It really don't even matter. I ain't gonna lie. It's days I'm taking my son to school and I'll come up with something. So it might be me walking back to the car and I'll just have a conversation with somebody and they'll say a specific word and I'll be like, hey, text me that. That's a hook.
That's crazy.
So it don't even matter. Turned up or turned down, I can still make something happen.
I feel that.
Okay, y'all. So it wouldn't be me if I didn't get all sentimental and want to be all feely and but as a black man, mental health is very much not talked about, shunned upon. So how do you navigate your mental health in this field in particular? Because people are quick to be like, oh, he's just a TikTok artist, and not really knowing you've been doing this for a long time.
Man.
So how do you keep yourself together, your mental, as a artist, as a father, as a black man in general? Like, how do you maneuver like that?
I ain't gonna lie, I look at other successful black men and I listen to their interviews or look at some of their documentaries and see how they survived or what they went through, and then I put that into my life and I push through like that, you know what I'm saying? So if they was able to do it, I feel like I'm able to do the same thing. I got a homeboy named Trey Nubb that's out in Houston. He missing a leg and 2 arms and he know how to drive and roll a blunt.
Wait, he missing 2 arms and know how to roll?
He got 2 nubs.
What?
How does he even
this.
roll it? Oh, off ground, like.
Bro,
And he can cook.
and he could cook. And I'm telling you, so
Wait, hey.
I'm like, respectfully, like, how did? Wow.
and a lot of people complain, and I slowed down in my complaining just because of me seeing him not complain about anything and get paid to pop up and do events and stuff like that now.
It's a blessing. Shout out to him. He can roll a blunt while damn near driving. It's like, nah. But
that's wild.
it is wild. And I think mental health definitely should be talked about more and implemented more. Not just talked about. Like, it needs to be some programs for a lot of the youth, because
it's like it's got to be for the people that want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because some people don't want help.
they don't.
They just want to talk about their problems, instead of trying to solve them problems. Because everybody got problems, you know what I'm saying? But you got to push through. Ain't no time to break down right now. We don't got time to break down. You break down, it's over. You feel me? As soon as you hit stop, that's in any situation. As soon as you hit stop, it's turned off. It's over. Ain't nothing moving after that. You got to keep moving. I know sometimes life kicks in, but once again, you got to look at the people that's successful, who went through, made more challenges than we went through.
Definitely. People that lost money, like people always say the rich don't got no problems. They might have the most problems. They got to keep that money. They got to make more money. They got to figure out how this investment, they stressing crazy.
Did you, I guess, gather this mindset or achieve this mindset when your accident occurred? Were you always thinking like this?
Always thinking this way.
So that whole healing process for you wasn't as difficult as it should have been because your mental
Man, I was just telling my partner Spec, it still hasn't hit me.
Wow.
It still hasn't hit me. Like, I haven't officially even broke down because of it. Like, I just been still going, trying to stay focused, because I got I got a family, you know what I'm saying? I got my team, I got my label, I got dreams, I got stuff that I'm trying to accomplish. So I think the moment I hit stop and be like, all right, let me think about this. Let me break down for a second. That's taking time away from me creating. Because my job ain't done yet. If my job was done, he would have took me then. You feel me?
That's the real knowledge. I was just watching a video on that. The artist was talking about purpose and how life is finding your purpose, and once you achieve that purpose, you're gone. So, like you said, if it was meant to, it would have happened for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Your passion isn't an accident. I say that all the time. It's not an accident. So just to hear that, like, that's confirmation, y'all. Confirmation for sure.
What's some of your favorite hobbies other than rap?
Man, that's pretty much it. I'm always thinking about building. Like, this is merch, c4smerch.com. You can go get your hoodies, t-shirts. Like, I literally got the whole setup in the crib. So when I ain't doing that, I'm working on our merch or trying to create new ideas for my influences or for my artists on my team, or I go to the studio. Like, it's always little things I'm trying to get done. If it's not none of that going on, with me having a system in my family, they might sit there and say, all right, what you got going? Because we got Disney this weekend and it's already booked. Come through, bring your son, we out. All right, bet. You know what I'm saying? So my downtime will go spend time with the family and be, doing family things.
Love the family.
Hell yeah, I love that. We love family. Woo. We love family.
What's some prepping you do before every show?
Making sure everybody there, making sure I got everything situated, make sure I got the music on the flash drive, make sure everybody got the address, make sure we on time, make sure everybody's energy is up.
You be on time for real?
For real? No, I ain't gonna cap.
I'm telling you, rappers, when I tell you,
ain't never
rapper,
on time. No shade to y'all, but
No
y'all
shade.
are never on time.
hey, I wouldn't be comfortable because when you come, everybody gonna,
That is
they
true.
couldn't wait.
For sure.
It's almost like teasing them a little bit. They fiending for you.
For sure, you ain't even capping. But yeah, I be trying to be on time, man. But that be pretty much it.
Yeah, that 3:30 turned into 4 o'clock. Quick. 4 o'clock. Oh my God, it's 5. They about to cancel.
Don't get on the highway a little bit late,
Oh.
feeling like it ain't gonna be no traffic.
It's gonna be traffic.
Man, that'd be the worst.
And then you can't do nothing about it.
Nothing.
Can't do nothing about it.
Nothing. And they texting you, how far away? And you trying to. It's really 30, but you like 15.
15, but we stuck in traffic.
Yeah, I'm around the corner. This light tripping.
Yeah. So where has been your favorite place so far? Because I know you've probably been around going on a whole press tour and promo tour for this record. So where's been your favorite spot right now? Who has shown the most love to you?
Well, this is my first run right now with this record. We're doing the Atlanta run this week. So I had my first interview earlier today, and then this is my second interview right now, and that's pretty much it so far.
Do you like Atlanta?
Yeah, I've been here a couple times, man. When we had Stanky Leg and we was signing Young Jock, he had us here all the time. So we was always in Atlanta. Atlanta's for sure like a home to us.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like Atlanta embraced everybody because
Stanky Leg jumping out here.
And
Bro. This is where we shot Stanky Leg. Actually, we didn't even shoot Stanky Leg back in Arlington. We shot it right here.
that's crazy. Right here in the A.
Come on.
Hey.
Well, yeah. Honestly, I just want to say thank you for coming. I want to give you your flowers because, like I said, a lot of people don't realize, you've been in the game for a while. I don't want to show your age, but when I was younger, like Khalil had said in the beginning, 4 or 5 years old in the rec center hitting the Stanky Leg. This is him, y'all, and he's still out here in the game. He's a vet pretty much. And I'm a firm believer in giving people their flowers and showing appreciation while they're alive and not when they're in the ground. So thank you for what you do. Keep going.
Appreciate it.
I know your son is proud of you.
Yeah.
That's my dad.
Yeah.
Hitting the Stanky Leg, y'all. Bounce when she walk, things like that. And to see that he's really doing the thing while being a good father on top of that, and that's something that you rarely see, especially with the black man nowadays, because we see these rappers out here with different baby moms, different kids, making a fool of themselves on social media and not doing anything good with their career and with their platform. And he's making people feel good with his music. So I appreciate that. I appreciate you. I appreciate your work.
I love that. Appreciate
Thank you.
that.
Definitely.
Thank
So
you.
what's next though? Like your fans, they they want the next thing. So what's next?
The next thing is just, I ain't even lie to you, like, I'm working hard to make what I got going with my label C4S to be something that the world never seen, that I'm already slowly creating right now, like just something different. Like, you know, you had your Bad Boys, your No Limits, the list go on. Right now I got C4S, and like shout out KP baby, she got 2.1 million followers. You got Unique Music, you got Gigi, like Destiny, and so many of them, you know what I'm saying, that I got on the team, and the numbers is crazy, and I'm giving them my formula.
Facts.
You know, and then what's crazy, we all been together working collectively for only like maybe a year and a half, and we done had some viral records outside of my stuff. We had Where the Freaks, Where the Freaks. I don't know if y'all heard that record. We had Let Me See You Throw That At. Like that was all. We done made so many records go viral. Like I can't even think of all of them right now, but Bounce When She Walk is the most viral one that done hit 1 million videos. So I'm trying to keep that system going, because for us to be on the charts with no label, and we did that independently, is crazy. So if we able to do that 5 more times by next year,
Man, you'd be sitting
you know what I'm
sitting
saying?
pretty good, huh?
And imagine if it's my artist music at that. It's just not me.
It's gonna be that,
you know
though.
what I'm saying?
It's gonna be that.
I like that energy.
Definitely gonna be
I like that. I love that energy.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I love that energy.
Yeah.
Speak that into existence. You know what I'm saying?
100%. But before we get off here, how is it, you know, working with others in the industry, and, you know, finding that team and finding people around you that you can trust and depend on without feeling like, you know, someone stab you in the back every time?
Especially because you, like I said, you've been in this game for a minute, so you know, you could tell the real from the fake.
Right. You could tell though, you know what I'm saying? You could tell, and then at the same time, you got to make sure whatever you doing out here is just not for that person. It gotta be, you gotta be trying to receive something in return. It don't matter if it's just like you have my son. All I want to do is see him successful. You know what I'm saying? So with me having my team, I just want to see them be successful. And by them being successful, holding the brand C4S is making me successful as well. We're moving as a unit. And when they get in front of these lights, I'm teaching them how to do what I'm able to do. So once they in front of these lights, they'll share the light like I did. And if they don't share the light, then you know what we dealing with. You feel me? Because you giving them the tools. It's the only way how you keep going. Think about it. You got Gucci Man, he had 1017. You had Lil Wayne, he had YMCMB. You had Nelly, he had Saint Lunatics. The list goes on. And then it's just for the people in the camp to turn up and be a Nicki Minaj and a Drake.
Literally.
You feel me?
That's true.
They gotta want it though. Can't hand it to them.
You feel me? We gonna turn on the light. We gonna shout you out. We gonna work, but it's up to you to be able to get in front of these and come sit here with y'all next time and be like, yeah, you feel me? I got the new hottest record. Shout out to CEO. We turned up. We lit.
Yeah.
Just like that.
I feel that. Once again, I appreciate you for coming out here, taking your time out the day, coming up to Clark, Atlanta. You feel me? Big CAU. We out here vibing. It's the Interview Podcast.
It's your girl, Lainey B. Thank you so much. Oh, boy, Prince. Yeah.
Hey, look. I love that y'all did y'all homework.
Yeah.
And I love that y'all tuned in. Like, I love all that. And I love to see y'all just keep going, bro.
Thank you.
We all on the same journey, and y'all
100%.
one of them ones. You feel me?
100%.
So I appreciate y'all and y'all work, man. It's beautiful.
Make sure y'all go get that bounce for roll. Do the challenge too. Get on TikTok. Don't be scared to do the challenge. Do it with a couple vibes in the background.
Might have to hit it.
You might have to have a little kickback.
I gotta hit it.
Hey,
Everybody that's been hitting it been going up.
She already hit it, low key. That's the real sign. She already
Okay,
hit
so
it.
why she playing?
It's in
She
the
already
drives,
got
y'all.
hit it.
It's in the drives.
But yeah, make sure y'all tune in, and make sure y'all tune in for more. Appreciate you.
It bounce when she walk. she walk. It bounce when she walk. It clap when she walk. Clap when she walk.